take a look at, well, let's take a look at both of them, even though I'm pretty sure you guys have figured out what Earth does. It does Quake, which is fine. Heal, however, cures status effects. So we do have Poisona immediately, and as we level that up, we can get up to Asuna, and then level that up again, and we can get up to Resist. I'll go over those when we get there. Asuna should sound very familiar to you guys, though. Quake, let's just go ahead and put it on you. We have one more slot for you, but I ain't got anything to put there again. Can I? Yeah, I don't think you can actually go through the middle of that. Can you? Oh, you can. I'm just terrible. Okay, this is the weapon store over here. And here we should have some new stuff. However, I don't need to purchase it. The Mithril Saber is here. Normal growth, just 3 slots. No reason for me to get that. The Cannonball I will hold off on for now because I honestly don't remember if it is more powerful than what we have picked up for him already in the Atomic Scissors. Is it long range? If it's long range, I might as well just buy it. I'll let you guys know that. Mithril Claw, I definitely need that. Full Metal Staff, do not need, once again, 3 and normal growth. The Mithril Armlet, we do not need because the 3 people that I got already have something better. And I have a ton of these. I actually need to start selling some of those. So that is what you can purchase here in town. But I swear there was actually another thing that we could pick up here. Am I missing? Oh, well, we can go down here. It's probably in here. Is it true that Shinra made a monster? Sure. Why not? Yeah, well, either way, as long as we're using the reactor, we can't stand up to Shinra. Oh, I was about to say, can we do the other one? No, you can't. Anything in here? Another ether. They do love having their ethers around. Lots of ethers around. Just, if you're short on money, come to this town and steal. That is the best way for a quick buck. Get like 3,000 that way. The world's at peace. All's well. Yes, of course it is. What the hell's your problem? You don't pay attention to the news very often, do you? There's always a war. Maybe your country isn't involved in it, but there is always a damn war. So, with that done, I'm going to do all the purchasing that I need to do, probably equip. Actually, before I do that, though, let me just show off the PHS system a little bit because I am going to be changing party members around a bit. So let's go out, back to the world map, go into... Kind of weird that they picked it up right in the middle of the song like that, but you can use the PHS system. It sounds like a cell phone, so you can go ahead and call it a cell phone. I mean, it just works simply. Just boom. Done. That's all it is. I'll probably bring the other 2 people in. Actually, I might leave Tank out now. Well, I'll let you know. I will fully equip everybody, set up the new party, and I will be right back. That is all done. Went and bought a few more items. Pretty much hypers, tranquilizers, tents, antidotes, and eye drops, like I said. We also purchased the new glove for Sheska. We did not end up purchasing the cannonball for Tank because it is also close range only, and it does less than the Atomic Scissors by quite a substantial margin. So we're going to stick with the Atomic Scissors for now. I do have a new party, which is Fred, Olive, and Soap. This is going to be the party that I'm going with, mostly for limits, to be honest with you, because Olive does need that second level 1 limit, as does Soap. So they're what I'm going to bring along. Now, on top of that, I have Olive equipped with the Heal Materia, Sense, Ice, Cover, All, and All Link to Restore. Soap is pretty much the same. Fred is the same, definitely. Now, I should mention the materia on Soap. Enemy skill. Put this on the person that you want to level up. And for now, that's going to be Soap for me. As soon as Olive gets that next limit break, I'll probably switch it over to her. But for now, that is what I am set to do. What we need to do is head east. You might have heard a few people in town mention that we should go east. I could, at this point, go hunting for more enemy skills. I would not necessarily recommend that at this point. I would just recommend going to our next location. And of course, we start off with, okay, sure, that's enough to justify it. He did a little bit of damage to everybody. We must heal ourselves because of it. And then we can go with Matcha Magic up against, what are you guys? These are Devil Rides. And I'll probably destroy them with this Matcha Magic. That'll probably be it for them. In case one of them should live, though, I will try to steal from them. Everybody is in the front row. I could easily put Soap in the back row, though. Hey, they both lived. I got a high potion off one of them, though. That's pretty damn nice. Down goes one. Down goes the other. Yeah, Matcha Magic at this point of the game is very powerful, especially considering how little MP it uses. And we get a level up for Olive. She is still struggling to keep up with everybody else right now, but that is fine. We're just going to keep on going to the east across these mountains. What's this other view that they talked about? Oh, you could also do it this way. I would not recommend it, but it is entirely possible for you to do things that way. We're going to continue going east for now. Now, notice that there is a swamp over here. Is it going to show up for me? I have to step in the swamp, don't I? There it is. Avoid that thing. For now. For now. If you want to avoid it, I'll try to give you tips on how to avoid it. But for now, make sure you don't step in that swamp until you at least make it to the next town. We have new enemies here. In fact, one of these guys, these moos back here, I believe they will give me an enemy skill. So I am going to try to keep them alive for a little bit for now. Just gonna do some basic damage to them. We'll leave Matcha Magic off for now as I steal money from the ostrich. What is this guy's official name? Levercron? He's a freaking ostrich. I know an ostrich when I see one. And he goes for Sewer. That is not the one that we are looking for. And that does a shit ton of damage though, doesn't it? That means Sled Fan is headed your way, Mew. I'm never sure how to say it. I always say Moo instead of Mew because Mew is a Pokemon. And Moo is the sound cows make. Just thought I would throw that out there. I don't know why I added that second part in. Are you going to kind of steal from him? He's going to go for Sewer on Fred. That is not a good decision, my friend. Not at all. Nothing to steal. We just don't have anything. Well, oh well. They did quite a bit of damage to us, and we didn't even get the enemy skill off of them. I swear it's them. I swear it's them. But they didn't do it, so I will probably farm them more later on. And you might be going, hey, you're kind of low on HP. Yeah, a little bit. Up here, you will notice tracks in the ground. They're kind of large V's. These are supposed to be tracks. But we will not be able to see what caused those tracks for a little bit. First, we need to go to what we see down there. Like I said, we want to head down here to what looks like a farm, but is in fact a Chocobo ranch. And this is our first real introduction into Chocobos in the game. There's something shiny and red here on the ground. Oh well, can't do anything with that. And they say work. Work? Work, work, work? Work. That was one hell of a dance to a kind of theme that sounded very familiar, but not quite. And we get the Chocomog materia because we have done that. Now, if you say the second one, I don't think you actually get anything. And, that's shiny and red and I want it, but they won't let me have it. But we need to look at this new materia. I mean, this is not an option. We need to look at this. Where's my elemental? Alright, we're switching this around. This Chocomog materia is a summon materia, and that is why it is red. It summons a wind elemental Chocobo with a Moogle on top. That's why it says Choco/Mog most of the time. There's like somewhere between 5 and 6% chance, I can't remember the exact number, 5 and 6% chance of a second one, and that would be the fat Chocobo, which we have not really seen for a while, but this fat Chocobo can drop down from time to time. I'll try to get that to show up once in a while. But what I really want to do, this is going to take some work from me. I want the lightning to... I want Chocomog there. Actually, no, exchange. What am I doing? Okay, so... there's an easier way to do this. I want the elemental there. So we have Chocomog elemental. I would highly recommend that you do this. A lot of enemies around here are weak to wind, and this will make your basic attack wind elemental. And there's no other way for us to get that right now. So then we can do... I don't know, lightning on, somebody else can do fire. Who wants to do fire? You want to do fire. You don't have fire, do you? You have ice, store, yeah, you're good. There we go. But we are not done here, even though there's a shiny red thing on the ground and it's not a summon materia. We already got the summon materia. How you doing? Thinking of crossing the marshes? Yes, I am. It'll probably be safer for you to get a Chocobo. That way you can zip through the marshes with the Chocobos. The only way to avoid being attacked by the Midgar-Zolom. The Midgar-Zolom is the giant snake shadow that we saw in the marsh. It is one of the few fights in the game that aren't really random encounters, but it's definitely not the only one. Any one that you see that you can see the enemy at a distance and you have to run up and touch it, those are always scary fights. And the Midgar-Zolom is a scary fight, but it is one that I will be taking on. Midgar-Zolom. It's a serpent-like creature over 30 feet tall. It picks up on footsteps that enter the marshes. And then BAM! It attacks. To avoid that, buy a Chocobo at the Chocobill and Chocobilly Chocobo Farm. To purchase a Chocobo, please talk to my grandson. He's in the Chocobo stables at the far right end of the farm. Don't you have anything else to say? And by the way, there was another person heading towards the marshes. Without a Chocobo, the Midgar-Zolom probably got him. It was a man in a black cape. That does not sound good at all. Sounds like Sephiroth headed through the marshes. Looking for an inn. I don't remember how much it costs. 100 Gillenite. That's not too bad, but it is quite expensive, considering the last place I think was only 10. So, not right now. I will save that until I absolutely need it. I will probably be doing some level grinding and enemy skill searching outside of town, so I might as well hold off on it for now. Let's go talk to this little kid right here. This is Chocobilly. Do you want a Chocobo? Yes. You old folks are out of luck. Old folks? We're all out of Chocobos. I'm taking care of those ones out there for someone else. You know, if you really want a Chocobo, you should go out and catch one. Want to know how to catch a Chocobo? Where are they? They're on the tracks. The tracks that we saw right outside the farm. The Chocobo ranch, I should say. Just by chance. How do I catch one? A wild Chocobo always appears with other monsters, but you won't be able to catch it because of the monsters. That's why you must defeat the monsters first before you catch the Chocobo. And then, also wild Chocobos are really cautious. They'll run away from the slightest things. But if you use greens, they'll focus on that and won't run away. What else? Whatever you do, don't make Chocobos angry. They're usually calm, but if you get them angry, you'll get hurt. Oh, and remember, once you get off a Chocobo, it'll escape. I think that's all that I need to know. Basically, you throw greens at the Chocobo. It actually is a healing item, so it actually heals them. And while they're eating the greens, you kill off everything else, but you do not do damage to the Chocobo whatsoever, or it'll run away. And that's how you catch a Chocobo.